Hi, good afternoon everyone. My name is Ram Dhamija. Welcome to my channel. Today is 5th of February and it has actually been a good day for option sellers. Especially after yesterday, we saw tremendous amount of volatility in options. Though it was yesterday was a very good day for the market participants. Everyone's portfolio actually went up and we saw good green after a long time. But today was very good for option selling actually, and I have said this before that whenever there are periods of very high volatility, usually a couple of days after that it is peaceful. So yesterday was extremely high volatility. We saw how Sensex Straddle was going all over the place. It started at 380, went to 900, and then came down again, and there was complete mayhem in the market, especially for the option sellers. But today was complete reversal. The options opened, and pretty much right from the word start, they have been decaying, and there has been very good realization today for most of the option sellers, I believe. So I will take you through how the day has been and what have been the highlights for the day. So this is the Nifty chart, as you can see, and Nifty has resumed its uptrend, though today it is slightly flat. But this was the first resistance of 23,600, which was made a couple of days back, and then we have been able to convincingly cross it, and now the next one is 24,200 that I have been talking about. Now if we are able to cross 24,200, then we can say that the uptrend has begun, and probably then Nifty has a shot at 24,800. That will be the next logical target. But if not, then it's going to be a big problem, because if we can't even go to 24,200, then it'll depict that there is no strength in the market. Right now it is looking all right, and right now we are in an uptrend. So let's see where this goes. Next couple of days will be crucial in terms of determining where this levels are headed. Banknifty on the other hand is much more stronger than Nifty, and that is also reflective in the charts. Now coming to how the open interest is panned out. The open interest yesterday had gone to about 1.2. Now it is back at 0.94. So all this is actually good. Open interest anywhere between 0.8, 0.9 to 1.1 is fairly good territory for everyone. It doesn't trouble the option sellers, and it is actually good. The problem actually comes in when the open interest goes to 0.5, 0.6, or on the other side it goes to 1.4, 1.5. Those are extreme high ratios, and then what is seen is that the market will actually break out or break down convincingly on those high open interest. So right now it is fairly evenly balanced, and the volumes are also huge. So if you see, this is almost 42 crore contracts are already in the system. On expiry date is about 50 crore contracts, so 8 crore contracts only have to be written. Now let us see which side they actually get written, or we end up somewhere over here only. I just hope we end up over here so that we have another good day of option sellers. This is how the straddle chart is looking like. So fairly easy, calm decline. As you can see, we opened somewhere around 180, and then we have just been going down, drifting, and we are closing at 137. Now 137 is not a great premium to have, because what we have seen is that even during expiry days, the premiums go to about 180, 190, 200 also on at 2 p.m. on expiry days. I've even seen that. So 130 is hardly any premium to play with. But having said that, if there is no movement, then I remember a couple of weeks back, even at 87 rupees open straddle premium, there was a full decay that was realized on Nifty. So even such things happen. So I would not say too much in terms of the straddle premium being low or high. But yeah, it's not, okay. So another thing that happens is that if you have a system in place, okay, then and I learned this long time back, when I was also kind of trading new. If you have a system in place and you know how to manage the volatility, then actually a big gap up or a big gap down is best for option selling. Why? Because what happens is, in a big gap up, big gap down, the volatility spikes tremendously, and the options at the open itself are pricing in huge volatility. And if your system is such that it can handle that volatility, then the realization is maximum on that day. And I've seen it multiple times. Days when no one would want to trade, if you have a system and you put in your trades and the opening volatility is very high, the realization typically is very good. So coming back to the point that 137 is the option premium. Now if let's say tomorrow we open at 100, then I will not have then I will say that there's very little chance for realization to come from both the sides of calls and put. Then the best case scenario would be that if the market moves within a 100-point range, which is very highly unlikely, or the market picks up one side direction, it doesn't bounce off both sides, still then money can be made. If market makes one side direction, then your system should be such that it should be able to give you money. So that is it, that in terms of the premium, nothing great right now, but as I've said, that doesn't matter too much going ahead. Now let us see how the market was behaving today. Now these are the best and the worst performing sectors. So public sector enterprise stocks are making some sort of a comeback. Small caps are trying to make some sort of a comeback again at 1.5%. Metals, energy all up 1.5%. VIX is up slightly. So all the names which were beaten down are kind of trying to make some sort of a comeback. Banks was up today 0.44, and apart from that, if you look at Nifty IT, it is flat. Nifty Financial Services is flat, and Nifty 50, as I had said, is in slight minus 1.16. So basically a flattish kind of day, with the names that were beaten down are coming back. Capital market plays are making a big comeback. So all the exchanges, AMCs, etc., are all up hugely by 5 to 10%. And another interesting thing, this chart I wanted to show you, this is the gold chart in INR. Now look at the movement. Gold has yet another made an all-time high today, and it is continuously making an all-time high. And I have stressed the importance of gold in my previous videos as well. Why gold should be an integral part of your portfolio? Simply because A, it hedges against inflation, and B, it hedges against the currency. So if the currency is going down, gold goes up. If the inflation is going up, gold goes up. And even if equity markets are going down, gold goes up. So it's a perfect hedge for your investment. So right now it is making an all-time high yet again, and you can see these are the times, when you can actually pick up gold. So over here, if you see, in October there was a peak, but then gold fell from the peak quite a lot, and then there have been subsequent corrections. I don't remember whether this was because of the import duty cut, but it's a signal. Yeah, it might have been because of that. So it was a huge significant drop, but even after that there have been 5% drops. So in these kind of drops, one should try and build their portfolios. Now if you see, I'll check on this whether this was the import duty cut, but let's say if this was the import duty cut, gold has even gone ahead of that number. So gold will, and you can see a secular uptrend, and that is also because of a currency depreciation. Even if I plot this gold in USD, it's going to give a similar picture. So gold has been performing well even in USD. So you can imagine the kind of returns that it is giving in INR. So I keep a certain percentage of my portfolio in gold, and that has really helped me. So yeah, so this is something that I wanted to share with you, that with the rising uncertainty that is happening around the world, and I will come to that, gold might act as a best hedge. Now, it might not be the best time to buy gold immediately, but it should be part of your portfolio in certain ways. Now let us come to the international cues, how the international cues are looking like. So the US 10-year is kind of slightly down. Nasdaq futures are down about minus 0.94%. Bitcoin is 97,000. US dollar index is at 107.5, which is great news for us. Brent is behaving at 75, and USD INR is again crossed back at 87.4. I don't know why, especially when the US dollar index is going down. Still we are at. So this basically shows that our currency is facing a lot of headwinds, and it might got something to do with the RBI policy also on Friday. So we will have to see how the RBI policy is, whether there's a rate cut or not that happens. So this is how the cues are stacked up. It is looking all fine for the markets. The markets are within a range, but there are a lot of geopolitical things that are happening. So for example, Mr. Trump made an announcement that he is going to occupy Gaza Strip, and then there is a talk of Greenland and Mexico, Canada, Panama Canal. So a lot of things are happening at the same time. We have to navigate through all this, and whenever such statements are made, suddenly there is a risk, a premium that goes up in the world markets. So let's see how things pan out. The best thing that people can do is to diversify their portfolios. Unfortunately, we do not have too many options for investment in US markets, because a lot of mutual funds have stopped their SIP flows, etc. But try to diversify your portfolio as much as possible, and the more balanced portfolio you have, the better chances that you will be able to outperform the markets. And gold should be a part of your portfolio, so should be fixed income. So So if anyone is actually interested in making a good balanced portfolio, they can reach out to me. I advise people on how to construct a very good rounded portfolio for mutual funds. So maybe I can be of assistance over there. And so that's it from me now. Tomorrow looks okay. Not very high hopes. Today was very good. So all most of yesterday's losses are gone now with today's profits, and February started to look good again. And as I said, that I was expecting February in any case to be good. Feb, March, both should be good for option selling. So I see a lot of comments in the comments section, in terms of what my PNL etc. looks like. I don't think it's important to share my PNL over here for various reasons, but sufficient to say that my trading capital and my PNL are fairly robust. And I won't even quote the number of digits etc. in the PNL, but sufficient to say that it is I would be in the 0.1% top traders in the country. So for FNO, but I don't want to share my PNL. So that's it. That's it from me now, and hope all of you had a good trading day, and hopefully we shall have a good trading day tomorrow as well. And then all eyes will be on RBI policy on Friday. And yes, on Friday I will not immediately enter the markets at 9:15. Okay, that is my system and my back tests show that that might not be the best time. So I would urge you to please kindly look at the data, that how does the market behave on RBI policy days, what is the best time for entry, because sometimes the options do spike and after a certain point in time they go down. Same thing happened on the budget day as well. This time not so much, but otherwise sometimes it does happen that you enter at open and then suddenly it shoots up. So see the data, and then take your trades accordingly. And I shall see you tomorrow with another update. Take care. Bye bye. If you like my channel, please do subscribe to it, and please share it with your friends. I shall see you soon. Bye bye.